Trevor Lawrence is going to the NFL. He has declared officially something we all kind of knew, except for a couple people that thought he was potentially going to come back because he didn't win a national championship this year, didn't win a Heisman. Did he still have work to be done at Clemson was what some people said. Everybody else said, nah, he's going to go get paid. He does declare Trevor Lawrence going to the NFL. How do you feel about this decision by Trevor Lawrence? And do you think he is going to be a good NFL quarterback?
It's absolutely the right decision by Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. Absolutely. 1,000%. Everyone knew that in here except for one person.
Boston Connor, he's a stooge, but we're not even going to talk about that.
No,
but the Trevor Lawrence thing.
The thing about, and I don't know if this is just like my stupid personality that like if everyone's saying one thing, I have to fucking go the other way. But like everyone thinks, like all of the pundits, he's the next great one.
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
Well, the last great one they called was Andrew. He was pretty fucking good.
Pretty fucking good.
The one before that was what? Elway?
Elway. Pretty good.
Pretty fucking good. It's interesting how they skip over the Peyton Ryan Leaf, because didn't everybody think that they both were going to be really good, right?
Yeah.
And Peyton, though, was unbelievable, obviously. Yep. So I think whenever everybody is on one side about a couple of them in the past, it's worked out. Has it? I mean, I feel like Trevor Lawrence has worked out. Or no, I'm not saying, but the Trevor Lawrence comparisons to Andrew Luck, that worked out until he retired young because he just got he's got speed bagged basically when he was out there on the football. Just boom, boom, boom. But he made plays. It was a style of play as well, which I assume some people will say. But then John Elway also worked. I think Trevor Lawrence has a chance to work, just like these young quarterbacks. You look at Joey Burrow. I mean, he almost got his head dislodged from his body a few times. He was dominant this year. Herbert, obviously, love him. There was a couple of hypotheticals that were being tossed out. If you could take Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence right now, who would you take? And that was a very dumb question because obviously you take Justin Herbert because he's already proven that he's been able to make the jump to the NFL. That's not always going to happen. There's a lot of quarterbacks that fizzle out. I mean, people have gone through them on a lot of shows. I think Jake Locker at one point was supposed to be that's just one name, by the way. There's still another 15 that we want to throw out there. Who knows if Trevor Lawrence will be able to make the jump, but I think everybody has deemed that he will be able to. Will Jacksonville be the spot that'll take care of him? Then who's going to? Is Zach Wilson going to end up going above Justin Fields right now? That is a wild time to be alive, especially with old Cuz going into the goddamn national championship.
Is there a chance we have, if Justin Fields comes out and plays incredible in the national championship again?
Which, by the way, all signs are pointing to he probably will.
Could, yeah. Yep. Is it going to be a situation where
all signs he could,
where it was Andrew Luck and RG3, and then there was like a little bit of chatter, like should it actually be RG3, even though Andrew Luck's been deemed, just like Trevor Lawrence has, like the next great one. And then we saw how that turned out. Andrew Luck was great. RG3 was great for a couple years. Still very good at backing up stuff.
I was going through rehab on my knee, I believe. Yeah, had to be my knee. Whenever Andrew took his visit to our building, and the next trip was to Washington. He's like, I got to go to Washington. And I forget who else was in the room, but why are you going to Washington? Like, well, I got to go just in case. And everybody's like, there's no just in case, dude. Like, has nobody told you yet? Like, I feel like we know.
We're already selling luck jerseys.
I'm pretty low on the entire totem pole. They would not tell me a goddamn thing. I don't know if you see my Twitter. You will eventually whenever you get here, but they don't tell me a damn thing. I think so. He even had to go take a trip to Washington and did the whole thing. And I would assume did we meet with
Tripsticks?
Bob?
I wonder if we met
Probably, right?
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes all that shit is just cooked up in the media so that we have things to talk about. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, like last year, what was it? Joe Burrow's not going to go. Not going to. Like that was the thing that was cooked up.
The Bengals know.
Yeah, exactly. That was the whole thing. So I think that conversation always happens because people need things to talk about. It may be one particular scout is potentially trying to throw somebody off of something else, but it feels like Trevor Lawrence is locked in and one. But check back here in a couple months. I assume we'll be talking about one potential pro scout like Fields, and listen to this, Mac Jones more than Trevor Lawrence. That'll come out at some point, I assume. Will Trevor throw if they have to throw? Will he do his pro day? Will he run? Will he do interview? Like, what all will Trevor do now? Now, if I'm Trevor, I'm looking at what Andrew Luck did, and I'm doing exactly what Andrew Luck did, whatever it is. Did he run? Maybe. Did he throw? Maybe. Did he work at his pro day? Whatever he did, let's do that. Because that decision-making process goes into the whole thing as well.
Well, especially Trevor, like the big-time quarterbacks where it looks like Trevor's going to be the number one pick, he doesn't need to throw the combine. He probably won't. Like, why would you go throw to random guys you don't know when you can have, like, this choreographed pro day, which is what they all do? Jordan Palmer, friend of the show, he comes on. Like, he choreographs those pro days for these players. He goes through the whole process with us. So don't you think a quarterback, you could say, oh, hey, I'm a competitor. I'm going to go to the combine and throw. And then you'd probably have a couple coaches like, hey, man, don't throw. Like, are you stupid? You're the number one overall pick. don't throw here.
Let's talk about Jordan Palmer's scripting of those workouts. Have you been there whenever they go through those, or have you?
No, but there's a lot of footage of him like going through the training part, and then they show film from the pro days and how Jordan there's a whole process of different dropbacks to get it like. The coaches want to get a look at every single different thing the quarterback can do.
Okay, and Trent did Tua's last year, right?
Yeah.
It was a couple workout clips, that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting to me. What's going on?
Andrew did not throw at the combine, but he did run and do testing and stuff like that.
Yeah, he did better than Cam, I think.
Yeah, he ran the 4.59. Yeah,
Damn.
Hey, ran, jump better than Cam.
Did it not last him, though?
Hey,